Many people know that if you want authentic Italian wine and cuisine, that Michelangelo's is one of the places to go, especially now that the restaurant has received an international award. Jennifer Hale has more.
Inspiration from family and friends is how Steve Magnatta created the East Lansing restaurant Michelangelo's just 4 years ago. Named after his father, the downtown eatery has focused on the family's tradition of hospitality and generosity. And so far, that idea has earned Magnatta high recognition from Wine Spectator magazine. Considered the Bible of wine magazines, Michelangelo's was among 6 restaurants in the state chosen to receive an award for their outstanding wine list. Less than 300 restaurants were chosen worldwide.
Probably half our list or more are Italian wines, and they're harder, it's more of an effort to locate suppliers for those wines and keep them in supply, and to educate myself as well as my customers about what the difference in Italian wines.
Magnatta offers 115 different wines, featuring them with complementing entrees to many satisfied customers.
One of my customers that subscribed to the magazine and had actually traveled with this directory and been to other restaurants that got the award said, boy, we think you'll win if you enter, because you have a lot of wines here and you have a good broad selection, and some of the other things that we do different from most other restaurants is we feature the majority of our wines either by the glass or we decant into a half bottle.
Michelangelo's often hosts theme dinners or opera dinners, coinciding with shows taking place at the Wharton Center.
We'll pick either a wine theme, the wine from a certain area, or a certain producer. Just last month we had Edmundo Rocco come in, who is an importer from Italy. He goes there several times a year and selects the wines that he'll import that year, and then comes over here and works through wholesalers to distribute them.
Now, with a little recognition under his belt, Magnatta will continue to upgrade quality, traveling to neighboring U.S. cities, bringing back with him new ideas and inspiration. For Profile East Lansing, I'm Jennifer Hale.
Michelangelo's is located at 213 East Grand River in downtown East Lansing.
Targets include cereal giant Kellogg, Hush Puppies maker Wolverine Worldwide, and the U.S. Big Three automakers. And a popular Italian eatery has left downtown East Lansing, but not to worry, it hasn't gone too far away.
Well, it's still close enough to all our regular customers. The people that supported us downtown, for the most part, didn't really live downtown. And they live between where we are now and where we were then, in the East Lansing and Okemos neighborhoods here. So we're still nice and close to everyone. And the roads are well known. Hagedorn and Lake Lansing aren't not too difficult to find.
Right.
Michelangelo's Italian restaurant has moved from its East Grand River location to the Carriage Hill Shopping Center at the corner of Hagedorn and Lake Lansing roads. Created as a tribute to his father, owner Stephen Magnatta first opened Michelangelo's at 213 East Grand River in 1991. Unlike the downtown location, the new Michelangelo's provides its customers with plenty of free, convenient parking.
We were able to keep a lot of the atmosphere, I think, that we had downtown, the Italian music in the background and the family portraits. It really, the atmosphere that I wanted when we first opened was that atmosphere I grew up with, the Italian Sunday family dinner.
With an expanded liquor license and a larger kitchen, Michelangelo's has added Schooner's Pub for a more casual twist to the tradition.
In the pub we have Bloody Marys on Monday on special, the Terrible Twos Tuesdays, 2 for 1 of the draft schooners. We're having Martini Madness on every Wednesday, and those are all 4 to 7 happy hour specials.
Michelangelo's is open daily for lunch and dinner. Well, that's the Business Beat report for this week. I'm Chris Holman, wishing all of you a very profitable week.
Will be donated to the local chapter of the Make-A-Wish Foundation in each city the tour stops in. One local restaurant is known for its great food and spectacular wines, but it also has something on its menu many aren't aware of, and that is a little bit of culture. Michelangelo's restaurant, located at 213 East Grand River, has been hosting special dinners and dinner theater performances for nearly 3 years. Some of the opera and theater performances are part of an outreach program with MSU's Wharton Center, designed to bring a little something different into an otherwise ordinary dining experience. John King, head chef at Michelangelo's, says they serve a predominantly Southern Italian cuisine, but the special opera performances allow him to dabble into other European cultures as well.
I think these special dinners offer a private but interesting community experience. You know, it's another social event that you can do. And it's something interesting, it's something different. Not many times in your life you get to see an opera with only, 35, 40, 50 other people around you. So it's kind of unique.
Other opera performances are given by the Opera Company of Mid-Michigan, whose performers say this is truly a unique dining experience in East Lansing.
Yeah, it is unique in East Lansing. I've not known East Lansing to have a lot of opera theater or dinner theater. They've done some with the university, but I have done things like this with Toledo Opera Company and organizations like that.
Earlier this week, MSU faculty members held part of an international telecommunication conference at the restaurant. Those involved in the conference say it was a good way to introduce the many international visitors to East Lansing and to take advantage of that evening's opera performance, appropriately titled The Telephone.
One of the other reasons that we wanted to come to Michelangelo's was because they offered the performance of Giancarlo Menotti's The Telephone. And the telephone, of course, is one of the basic technologies that we're addressing in our information technology and telecommunications discussions and policy issues here. So the telephone, in a way, is kind of the basic technology that we've been discussing, actually much more than I would have guessed today, as a forerunner or precursor to these more sophisticated technologies.
And it's a short piece, so if people aren't particularly interested in opera, it's a nice introduction. It's very short, it's only 20 minutes long, and it's humorous, it's in English, and it's very understandable, and it shows what a lot of people are close to. A similar situation might be between a man and a wife, either one of them on the phone all the time, So the other thing I'd like to say is I hope that Michelangelo's will continue doing something like this, not maybe necessarily an opera, but some, go around singing arias at tables and so forth. I think that'd be a neat idea.
Michigan State University faculty include some of the leaders in the telecommunications industry, and Ken Corey, Dean of the College of Social Science, says that is one of the reasons it was important to hold the conference here in East Lansing.
The purpose of the Telecommunication Conference and Information Technology Conference, it's to bring together both professors, researchers, and public policy planners to better understand the key questions that people around the world are facing as they grapple with these technologies in their everyday life.
Mr. Corey says the conference will benefit the residents of East Lansing because now policymakers will be more informed about information technologies. And if anyone is interested in attending a dinner performance at Michelangelo's, they do hold them about once every month. With the nice weather we've been having, many people like to be outdoors.
For years, you've enjoyed the romantic atmosphere and classic Italian cuisine at Michelangelo's of East Lansing. We have now expanded into Michelangelo's Cafe, featuring omelets and pastries in the morning, ethnic salads, sandwiches, and gourmet pizza at lunch, and still serving our full dinner menu. We've also expanded our award-winning wine list and a large selection of imported beers. Michelangelo's of East Lansing.
Come to Michelangelo's and let us serve you recipes handed down through generations of the Magnatta family.
For years, you've enjoyed the romantic atmosphere and classic Italian cuisine at Michelangelo's of East Lansing. We have now expanded into Michelangelo's Cafe, featuring omelets and pastries in the morning, ethnic salads, sandwiches, and gourmet pizza at lunch, and still serving our full dinner menu. We've also expanded our award-winning wine list and a large selection of imported beers. Michelangelo's of East Lansing.
Come to Michelangelo's and let us serve you recipes handed down through generations of the Magnatta family.
Michelangelo's classic Italian cuisine has moved to Carriage Hills at Hagedorn and Lake Lansing Road with lots of free parking. Michelangelo still serves great pasta and seafood, but now also offers Black Angus steaks and a full bar and Schooner's Pub for their casual side. Schooners has $1 off all drinks, including call brands during happy hour, and every Thursday Schooners has a beer tasting party where you can get 4 different microbrews for only $1.95.
I want to personally invite you to visit us in our new home and experience the Magnata family tradition of hospitality.
Reporter, you gotta come out and do it. Like the Red Green Show is kind of like the flu. Not everybody gets it, you know. And if you're one of the ones that does, then you gotta get in there. You can't just be sitting back. You can't be just involved. You gotta be committed. Like bacon and eggs, okay? The chicken is involved. The pig is committed. You gotta get yourself committed. But speaking of people who should be committed, here's Harold and a whole other glee club. Take it away, Harold.
Well, you're absolutely right, Uncle Red. I have another glee club here. Indeed, I do. And I'll tell you something, too. We got so many card and letter and a phone call from somebody who really enjoyed the last glee club. We got another one here for you. And these are the underwriters of the PBS area, and they help, you know, support the shows in their various areas. And we're going to do a song now entitled, Won't You Join Us? Won't you join us? Oh, Edgar's here, too, and Edgar Montrose will be joining us. Won't you join us?
Jojo.
We are guilty, we confess, of sporting red on PBS. Won't you join us? We're a small minority who've lost all credibility. Won't you join us? We send in a huge amount of money because we find the program somewhat funny. We're a lot like Red, I guess. Stupid, no. Crazy, yes. Won't you join us?
Bravo, won't you join us for the Underwriter Glee Club? Uncle Red.
Boy, that's really, really bad. Okay, we're gonna show you something else you've never seen before if you live in America. That's coming up, but don't forget Maryland, Richmond, Virginia, Charlotte, North